button. Let's go. Oh, damn. I think we should just wait. I think we should just sit here and wait until the penitent explodes. It'll be funny.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Did the recording start?
uh, let's find
Hello,
a
recording.
doctor. How do I? Hello, recording.
Yeah, you gotta say hi to recording, except for the penitent Bernadine who's dying.
Quick, Jay, give us a gurgle.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
perfect. No notes.
Excellent.
Okay. Yeah. So, who wants to go first?
Uh,
I thought I would let y'all tell me what you are trying to find, and based on your role, I will either give that to you or give it a little twist.
Silk grabs literally the first person she sees as soon as they step back into town, and is like, "Yo, where's a doctor?"
Uh, well, uh, 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 who the? I'm I'm gonna need a um.
Can I call this
hmm,
Hunt Haven?
Sure.
Fuck yes.
Yeah,
Fuck
you're trying to
yes.
track down a doctor.
Uh,
Let's
quick,
give it that to
quick,
you.
give me a help. Give me a help.
Yeah, I think y'all are solo on this one.
What? But we're next to each other. Okay. Well, that's a eight. That's a eight.
Well, that depends. Are you looking for a dermatologist? Are you looking for an orthopedic doctor? Are
Emergency
you looking
surgeon. My friend was gutted by a hunter.
Ooh, that's some nasty business there. Well,
With a bit of zest in your step, buddy, they're a penitent. They'll explode if we don't get this done.
yeah, you don't know that.
I mean, Silk. It's up to you guys to decide if you know that or not. Uh,
Silt has been in the heart, been around the heart for like the better part of a century. I imagine she's seen penitents die.
Uh,
Also, it does say uh the penitent ability does say that penitents are assume other people know it will happen. Or I guess maybe that's in the red. Maybe that's in the description for penitent and carnadines in like the Red City or whatever it's called. What was that red place called?
the red
The,
market.
the Red
yeah,
Market. Thank you.
the penitents in the
Mhm.
red market assume everyone knows that if you kill them, they explode.
Well, this random passerby. You need an well, there's a hospital. There's a hospital on main in the main thoroughfare. If that's probably where you want to go, huh?
Yes. I'm sorry if I seem I'm sorry if I seem brusque, but my friend is dying and I wasn't even supposed to be here. We got heart passage.
Oh. Well, then you probably want a cardiovascular surgeon for that.
No, like, oh my god. You know how sometimes when you go outside of the city, you're going one place, but the giant twisting vortex of energy that keeps this place moving decides you're going somewhere else?
Outside the city?
God, okay. I found the one fucking normal person I've ever met. Um, Never mind. We tried to go somewhere, but we ended up here instead by accident. I've never been here, so I don't know what the main thoroughfare is. Would you show me the way?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, you are brought around twisting, turning corridors, dense with people, hawking wares, manufacturing things, working on machinery. Um,
Hey, so
one-
hey, so Bud, if you don't know what the heart is, do you actually know what a penitent incarnadine is?
I know
They're
what
just
is a
incarnadine.
carnadine.
The penitent part is the special sauce
Oh,
of my
sorry.
character.
Do you know what an incarnadine is?
Uh, yeah, we haven't had any in these parts for some time, but I know what they are.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't just yelling total nonsense at you.
Oh no, no, I've got a finger on the pulse.
I would laugh
Um,
at that as a pun, except you don't know anything about a heart, so
I know about. What are you talking about? I know about the heart. Why would you ever want to leave the city?
mostly to go and help people who live not in the city.
Well, you live in the city now, so I mean,
Not really. I mean, I don't have a house. Uh,
Dust will provide. Don't you worry.
yeah, doesn't strike. That doesn't exactly make me feel good.
Mhm. Well, good thing you're going to a doctor then, huh?
Yeah.
I hate this person.
Fucking the penitent and Carnadine, they're gonna get me fucking killed. They're gonna get me.
This is someone that I just want to do violence to as a player.
um,
I'm about to fucking drop this person outside the dust gates and be like, "Yep, goodbye."
You have no idea the twists and turns that this person had really taken you to get to this main thoroughfare, but it is the widest street that you have seen so far, and that is only about 10 feet wide. It's very narrow. Remember, this used to be a massive sprawling factory,
Yeah.
so everything in here is like retrofitted for residential use. um so, um, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, yeah. There's like a there's it looks it's like a hospital. It's it has like a cross, like a hospital sign. Like a Red Cross, not like the Red Cross because that's branded, and we'll get in the podcast. Yeah, the podcast will get taken down because this is a podcast now. But yeah, you get brought into the hospital. It's just called like I don't have a name for this because I wanted to let y'all
It's the dustbital.
the dust spittle. I was honestly gonna say like just Dust General Hospital. Like geez. But um but yeah, it looks far more modern than anything you've seen so far. It's not like modern in our sense of the word, but it looks cutting edge for this world. Um very much it's technology domain. It's not this isn't like,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
know, like bush medicine. This is like hospitaling. Yeah. You can the person as you look, and this whoever that person was is just fucking gone. They're off on their own adventures again. You are uh lost again. So well, not lost, but yeah. Um
Oh, good. Didn't have to pay them. Nice. Love that.
so do you go inside?
Oh yeah, right in the front door.
All right. Um, it's rather sterile in here. White and black checkerboard tiled floor. There's a reception area. There's a couple other patients waiting in this sort of like makeshift not a makeshift, this sort of like emergency room type waiting room kind of thing. There's some people with some wounds, some burns, broken arms, stuff like that. Like not life-threatening injuries, but things that need to be addressed. And
Nothing like that. Okay.
what was that?
Sorry, talking to my fucking cat.
Oh, as soon as you enter, the person behind the person, they are a dwarf with uh a big red beard, braided red hair on their head. Hands you a clipboard. Just write down your name, any and your injury there, and we'll get to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, I apologize if this seems a little out of the ordinary, but I'm not the one who's injured, and I need to borrow your surgeon. I have an Incarnadine currently on the verge of dying, and if you know anything about them, he will take shit. The penitent will take the better part of a city block with it when it dies. So
We
we're on a
don't
bit of
we don't help their kind here.
their kind.
Yeah, the Incarnadine aren't welcome here. You best be gone.
I shoot this person.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
You know, okay. Okay.
um,
Uh
I mean, I don't have to if
it's
you'd
your
rather.
call. I mean, you can roll me a controlled or whatever standard difficulty
that's just
kill. That's
I'm just surprised at the reaction.
yeah.
Being at least some kind of phobic.
Well, I mean, listen, that's like being cop phobic.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not actually, because you're not a cop. You're just a person who bought into a fucked up weird cult. You're still a person. You don't like go around like telling people what they can and can't do.
The Incarnadines generally are pretty shitty. I think the penitent is like,
This is playing into the penitent Incarnadine's fallout. Witness firsthand the tragic extent of your failings. Your failings are related to why this person is not willing to help an Incarnadine.
yeah.
So play with
I,
that.
Okay, fine.
But also, to be fair, I think the penitent Incarnadine is like maybe the most reasonable Incarnadine, but is also still a priest of the fucking evil dead goddess.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I won't shoot. We will hold off on shooting. We will start with whatever the rest of the Incarnadine have done. My Incarnadine is not part of that, and I would appreciate it if you changed your tone. Where is your surgeon? I'm commandeering the hospital under Hound authority, and I put my badge on the table or on the counter.
This is a compel roll if I've ever.
I don't have that, but you know what I
this
do
is
have?
compel.
Haven.
Yeah, this is a compel Haven or technology. Well, this doesn't actually have Haven. This has
What? It's a Haven though.
I suppose it should be a Haven. I guess it's Haven technology and Warren.
Also, we don't have a landmark tag for this or a landmark sheet for this place.
No,
yet.
we don't, because I'm making it as we play this session. I am
no problem.
manifesting y'all. What y'all try to find, Dust will provide. Dust always provides.
Well, that's a 7, so I take stress, but I succeed.
Yes. Okay. I think that this is just I think this is fortune stress. I don't really see any particular like mind, blood, or anything like. I think you're hoping that uh actually you're calling upon the Hound's authority. So maybe it is Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Echo. Let's do Echo.
Cool. I'll let it be Echo stress.
Sure. Take a D6 Echo stress.
Yo, real talk. I'm so good at the video game.
Okay, so you have one Echo.
Fallout.
Yeah, do a Fallout test. No Fallout. Okay.
Oh. Consequences are for other people.
Yes. I think on seeing the Hound badge, that tone of authority. So it's funny. The penitent Carnadine has everything to do with his problems.
Yeah, well, I like this Incarnadine. And so until they're actually dead and in the dirt, that's everyone else's problem. That's
Okay. Well, we have multiple surgeons.
right. Cool. I
Many.
need an emergency trauma surgeon.
Okay, the emergency trauma surgeon is dealing with an emergency trauma right now.
Right. Well,
So
they're going to
yours,
have to
well,
put
so
that on
no,
ice.
no, no, that's not how this works. You'll take Dr. Doug.
What is Dr. Doug's credentials? Is Dr. Doug a sur? Is Dr. Doug a surgeon?
Dr. Doug is one of our finest surgeons. We would never employ an incompetent surgeon here at Dusk General Hospital.
Excellent. Which one of them is Which one of these delightful doctors is Dr. Doug?
The receptionist um puts on a doctor's coat. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I will
Presses
shoot them then.
presses like a button on a really like staticky intercom. Uh, Dr. Doug, there. You're performing a house call. Please come.
It's the guy who brought you here. I'll be pissed. I'll be
So
pissed.
please uh, p- please come to the entrance, and you will follow this hound to her. Hmm. Just come to the entrance, Dr. Doug. A moment later, a drow, like pushes open the double doors that lead into the back. Has like windswept hair, looks like right out of Grey's Anatomy. Like super sexy. Just a Grey's Anatomy ass doctor here.
A man or a woman?
Oh, a man. You pulling me away from my nap. What's this emergency surgery? Lead the way. He has like a big surgical bag. Dr. Doug is on the case.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to lead him back to the penitent Incarnadine and the weird and Odessa's weird demon house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which I did read the description of the ability, which states that the wherever the demon house is formed currently, it is treated by the locals as if it has always been there.
Yep.
So I'm going to describe the house to Doug as the weird witchy house a couple blocks over. I'm sure you know the one. And then I'm going to have Doug lead me back there.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty creepy house. I walk by it back on my my commute home.
Ever since I was 7.
Yeah, I'm friends with the well, actually I'm a little bit more than friends with the owner. We're not quite settled on what we are, but my actual friend is staying with her. We can't really move the penitent because the wound is too bad.
The Penitent, that's an interesting name.
It's not really a name, but the penitent doesn't have one of those, so it's
Huh.
the best we can do.
I see. Well, I guess I'll lead the way. Follow Dr. Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Dr. Doug.
Thank you,
Corey
Dr. Doug.
is like making use of all of her fucking years of watching Grey's Anatomy for this. And I don't know if this is like, I feel like this might be an
I've
evil use
told
of that
I've
experience.
told 3 people our business, and it was the 3 people I needed to. Yeah, it was the 3 people I needed to tell our business to get the penitent to stop bleeding to death.
Uh, let's
Oh no,
see how
I'm not criticizing you, Harley. I'm just,
No,
I might be ready to kill
M
Tori.
M is criticizing me in the fucking text to speech.
Oh,
Are you gonna
okay.
kill me, Jay? Why are you gonna kill me? I'm just
Anyways, I
it's
think
my birthday. I'm just a little guy. You wouldn't
Oh,
kill me on my birthday.
hey,
hey, I think while Dr. Doug is leading me back, we should see how Pluvici is going to solve the situation. It would
Yeah,
be crazy for both of us to show up at the same time with like our respective solutions, and then have to do an old timey fireman standoff of who's gonna fix it. Fun fact, actually, I don't know if you knew this, but the reason it used to be firemen, whoever showed up first would be the fire station that got paid to put out the fire. So if 2 competing stations trucks arrived, rather than both put out the fire, it would just start an argument about who got to put out the fire, because that would be who gets paid.
that sounds like a very reasonable system.
It sounds like the kind of thing an American would put together.
Yeah, exactly. Pluvici, how are you going to? What are you trying to find?
I think that they have some sense of smell because pheromones are like how most insects communicate. So they have some chemical receptors. They should have some sort of chemical receptors, yeah.
Okay, I like that. What would you say that would be? I guess it could be a discern. This might be a delve, actually. Like a delve, you're sending your bees into unknown territory, like progress into dangerous or unknown territory. It's not typical delve, but what do you think, Em? Could also be a hunt. Yeah, like I. It could. I could see discern too. Let's understand the world, though. I guess I don't know. I feel like that. Yeah. I'll leave. Not yeah, not exactly, huh?
Not yet.
Maybe when it sees your freaky bees. All right, let's try it. Let's go with a delve again. Technology, Warren or Haven. Sounds good. Do you have delve? Nice. You love to see it. I don't think so. Yeah, just standard. So it's a this a yeah, let's see how you do. success at a cost. Take stress. Oof. Let's say you're sending your bees out. It's
Might be
also on
under
the roll 20.
your resistances.
Yeah, resistances. I guess the bees could just get like swatted by people. Yeah, let's do a d6 of blood stress. Oof, 5 blood. Well, you have 2 blood protection, so so that's 3. Yeah, sure. So let's roll a fallout check. Oof, close one though. All right. No fallout. All right. Okay, so you can follow your bees to actually a cramped temple to Arachne, the spider goddess of mending and like crafting. Uh the patron saint of your first aid kit, which is why the excuse me, which is why the bees brought you there. Uh do you because of the chemicals, because of the first aid kit stuff. It's
Column A, column B.
yeah, a little both, right? Do you go inside? It's kind of weird going inside because you're like a bug person and it's a spider. Like, oh, interesting. Ugh.
Is
Um,
the spider person a lady?
it is a Drider lady, in fact.
Is she
Yeah.
hot?
I mean, listen, what you think is hot is between you and the apple of your eye. Um, but listen, if you like Quelaag and like Quelana from the Dark Souls,
You could have just
probably.
said yes. You could have
If
just
you
said
like
you could have.
you like the Driders from the Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, listen.
I mean, actually, to be fair,
8
Driders in
legs.
Dungeons and Dragons are described as horrible mutations whose bodies are like twisted and broken by being made into Driders. Uh, they
Don't
only got
threaten me with a good
attractive and
time.
they only got attractive in fourth edition.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Listen, all I'm saying is 8 legs. 7
Seven
vagina.
pussies.
Well, unfortunately, they are not on. They are not 8 human legs.
I know.
Does does Drider have puss?
Yeah, actually, that's important. If I want to, I can't be horny about Dr. Doug. This is the first time for the first time ever, I'm playing a character not interested in men.
Dr. Doug will listen.
You know what? It's not fair. I should have asked. Is Dr. Doug hot? No, it is. You said he's like a fucking
Yeah,
Grey's Anatomy
yeah,
character.
Dr. Doug
He's
is like chiseled
unreasonably
from
hot.
marble.
He's He's a
um,
he's a fucking Grey's Anatomy character. He's unreasonably hot. Oh,
uh,
chiseled from marble.
Paul
Um,
Rudd. Okay, you know what? Face claim for Dr. Doug is Paul Rudd. Drow Paul Rudd
damn it.
casting the sequel to to Honor Among Thieves.
I'd probably read fan fiction about Paul Rudd the Drow.
Yeah, TM. Um, this Drider priestess is kind of the only, I guess, staff you could say in this rather cramped temple, at the moment at least. But she's standing behind like I'm not standing behind anything. She's just kind of tucked into a corner, I guess, like for lack of a better word, like knitting, crafting bandage. Like this is like a medical, like the Arachne followers are, at least in my notes, are both like crafters and like medics. Not
He's
quite certain.
weaving bandages.
Weaving bandages, like yeah, like after like a certain length, coils it up, uh, makes it nice and pretty. There's some like low burning candles. It smells of like it smells of like a morning dew in here, which is strange because the rest of the city smells so metallic and like rusty. But in here it smells almost like nature. She looks up from her work, and she's wearing like a tunic robe kind of thing that drapes, like that has like a drapes down like the sides of her, I guess, what thorax, is that the butt part of the spider, um and like down past her like torso, kind of giving it just like painting a picture here. And she looks up and just says like, um so I take it you are the one that these bees belong to. My apologies, I didn't know they had an owner. She gave you the 5 blood stress. Oops. Yeah, there's like a little dot of like bee blood, I guess. Whatever. Bee juice like on her lip, and she wipes it with a thumb. My apologies. Strange seeing insects in these parts. I couldn't resist. What can I do for you?
House calls.
We certainly could. Um, what is the nature of the injury? You might have, if it's severe enough, you might have better luck. You might have better luck at a hospital or with a more traditional surgeon, but we are quite talented here. Hmm. Ooh.
We did find the pancreas.
Ooh, nasty business. Well, uh, hmm. Well, uh, Arachne has blessed me with quite a knack for healing, so I'll see what I can do. Do you have any other uh, is there anything else like that you particularly need before we head out? It is. This is a haunt. So I will give you her name. This is Niali, uh, the Drider priestess of Arachne, who can clear a D8 of blood or a D6 of echo. Of course. Lead the way. And she grabs a satchel of medical supplies, puts it over her shoulder, and I guess what scuttles? Do spiders scuttle?
Sure.
Uh,
I
All
think
right.
you could.
I feel like this spider's more of a strides kind of woman, but sure, scuttle works.
Hmm. Well, that's drieds. Yeah. All right. My name is Niali. It is a pleasure to eat you. Ha! You sure have. I was gonna say you sure have many of them. Are you are you flirting with me? A Riz. I think she laughs warmly.
Does
Um
asking if it's working count as Riz? Is that a line that works on people?
Riz is in the eye of the Riz is in the eye of the receiver.
yeah. I think give me
Shut
just like
up,
a compel
Jay.
here.
Shut up. Yeah, because you're trying to delve into that fucking spussy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, you were
technology
asking about how
Warren,
to get a bond,
Haven.
M, and I think
Going
you're
for
on the way to
the
doing it.
yeah, going for the silt approach. Get a wife or get a situationship.
It's funny, M's relationship with NPCs is either eat or be eaten.
In this case, why not both?
I see.
What the writer doing?
Puss puss.
Compel, technology Haven, or Warren.
Well, it's compel plus technology.
Critical
Yo,
success.
they fucking the
Did you get a
street
crit?
right there.
Did you like
It
completely fucking bomb?
No, it's
no,
a
it's a
10.
critical success.
Oh, it is a crit. Okay, I asked if it was a crit, and you go, no. I'm like, okay.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, I think she laughs warmly, places a hand upon the like the small of your back. We don't. Well, there'll be more time for this later, I think. Why don't you scurry along there? And pushes you forward to take a look at that ass. I'm kidding. I mean, am I? Maybe not. Who knows? Perhaps when your friend is no longer in critical condition. Hmm. Yeah, that works. All right. I want a D10 from Silt and a D10 from Pluvici, and whoever's highest gets there first.
I
Or
want
gets
to
back
show up at
first.
the same time.
I mean, that works too. What do you think? What do you think is interesting, Pluvici? An 8? A 3. All right. Well, okay. So, the Penitent Incarnadine, how you doing? Are you making conversation with Odessa? Are you how you doing?
Uh,
Give us a gurgle, Jay.
no,
Give
I
us
think
a.
the penitent carnadine is just trying to rest at this point, and is also probably barely, if at all conscious, is probably um
Think
just trying to rest.
Odessa tries to stick like a straw into the mask. Being like, do you even have a mouth? What's you really need? It would be much better if you let me take that mask off. I do not want you exploding in my house.
Oh, we're deciding everyone does now. Okay, that's fine.
Well, at least Odessa knows.
That's fair. Um, yeah, that's fair. Um, I don't think the penitent guardian says anything because the penitent guardian has a fucking mortal wound and is just not really in a position to small talk.
Yeah. Um. Well, okay. Yeah. All right. Dr. Doug and Silt show up first. Um. Do you wait for a dramatic interaction between, or do you just rush
Uh,
in?
Silt's gonna stop at the door to the spooky monster house and is gonna turn to Dr. Doug like, all right, we're here. Um I'm gonna go in real quick just to make sure that, you know, everything's unexploded first. Just give me a sec. And Silt slips inside for him. Was like, hey, everyone alive in here?
So far, so good.
Cool. Yeah, good job, buddy. Just keep that up. I found a surgeon, like a regular surgeon, so that might help a bit. And then I'll go get him. Step back out. All right, everyone's good. They're alive. Looking down the road. Is that a fucking giant spider? Never, not important. Not important. Yeah, they're ready. Come on in.
Okay. Dr. Doug comes in, is immediately off put by the house's whole vibe. But so are all of you. Um, so um I think that okay, so Dr. Doug will see the patient, see the
Yeah.
penitent Carnadine, and just be like, "Oh dear, that is worse than I expected. No worries, Dr. Doug is here. Dr. Doug
Mhm.
has Dr. Doug's equipment. Let's get to work."
Awesome. If it helps at all, I do have the missing pancreas. Uh, I didn't keep it on ice because I didn't have any ice, but I do have it.
No need.
Are you sure? I feel like a pancreas is a pretty critical organ.
We're just going to we're going to try some regenerative medicine.
I thought you were a surgeon.
I am a surgeon.
Sure.
This is dust. This isn't some random hospital in the middle of nowhere. This is the big city. You came to the best surgeon out there. Now stand back. Dr. Doug's gonna roll 2d10.
The best surgeon that wasn't required for that emergency procedure.
I'm not saying Dr. Doug is being honest. I mean, Dr. Doug's being honest about Dr. Doug's belief of Dr. Doug.
No, I'm
Um,
third person.
Yeah.
I'm just making fun of Dr. Doug. It's fine.
yeah. Um, yeah. Takes a big old syringe with like this like glowing, not glowing, but this like green medicine, like this like green liquid inside. Everything is gonna be fine. Don't you worry, says to the unconscious. um so okay, let's see about removing fallout here. Fallout. How do we remove fallout? Healing. Resources. How y'all have to y'all have to pay Dr. Doug something to do this.
I
And
pay Dr. Doug by not immediately killing him afterwards.
that's
The penitent, y'all can also just let the penitent Carnadine work out payment afterwards.
Somehow I feel like that
Usually, you don't
is-
pay doctors ahead of time.
I feel like if we let the penitent take if we let the well, given that insurance is a scam, I'm sure the penitent has great insurance.
it's a D8 resource to downgrade a major to a minor. So
Okay, and then how much to downgrade from a minor to none?
a D6.
Cool.
Dr. Doug will take Haven, Technology, or Haven or Technology resources to
Dope. Hey, penitent, I'm gonna need you to focus up real quick for just a moment before the doctor starts. Do you think you could do your fancy trick here? And I press the harpy heart into the penitent's hand. Make this into a techno bauble, real quick, please.
What's the Happy Heart?
It's an occult resource, and I need it to be a tech resource.
Yeah, the penitent Carnadine has an eye for. Look, we'll just pay after the fact. Let's just do it narratively there. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, that's awesome that I could do that. Yeah, I fucking love the Incarnadine. It has just worked out to be such a cool ability.
Yeah, I just also we haven't actually used this ability yet, so I wanted to make sure it got some screen time.
Yeah,
because it is a really cool ability.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. So let's roll 2d10 because this is just an NPC doing the healing. No, doesn't even need to roll. It just happens, right? Finally, yeah. So what Dr. Doug does is this like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde ass syringe of sci-fi goo. Injects some of it into
that's a big ass syringe.
The various wound areas on
It's not much smaller than the thing that ruined me in the
yeah, seriously. And the body begins to regenerate. Dr. Doug is an experimental surgeon, which is probably why Dr. Doug was not doing the was not doing the emergency trauma. So Penitent Carnadine, this is extraordinarily painful because you were not given any anesthesia for this. You feel your body regenerating muscle fibers, organs, just I don't know if this you wake up from your stupor because of the pain or if you just pass the fuck out from the pain. But yeah, your what was this fallout called again?
I believe it was downed.
Downed.
You can't move under your own power and you're barely clinging to consciousness.
So this gets downgraded to
I mean, I'm giving him a D10 resource. Wouldn't that cover just getting rid of it?
Nah.
nah.
But a
No, no,
D10 resource, based on how the book makes it out, is like a D6 and a D8 resource combined.
But you can't really split a harpy heart into two separate resources.
I mean, it ain't even gonna be a harpy heart in a moment. It's gonna be like a clockwork heart.
It's still a harpy heart. It's just got some weird shit going on too.
It's just like an artificial heart now.
Listen,
All right.
Harlan,
Which
it's
honestly
okay.
makes
Well, hold
one
on.
of the
No. I have other things. I also have scrap metal and trinkets I could give this guy to
Harlan,
make
I
up the
want-
difference.
At least right now, I want the minor fallout
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
because
the
I have a
mine
week to get a minor fallout.
Oh, okay, yeah. You should have said something.
I just did.
um
If you want to spend a cheaper resource, then you can do that.
I mean, I don't have a cheaper resource.
I have
have
lots of D6 resources, but you need D8.
Yeah, it would have to be a
this
D8.
one. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a D4 resource, a D6 resource, and a D10 resource.
Don't worry, the Penitent and Carnadine will make sure that this debt is covered. You can rest assured.
It's not a debt. You don't owe me anything.
Too bad.
You're my friend. No, I imagine that this part's a conversation happening as your fucking organs regrow. You're my friend. You don't owe me a debt. You don't have to pay me back. It's fine.
so the minor flood fallout that you're given at this point, or actually should it be something else actually? Side effect from the do you need a minor blood fallout or just a minor fallout?
Minor blood fallouts might be.
Okay, let's keep it a blood fallout then. Okay. I kind of feel like the narrative, like the mechanical aspects, I feel like either battered or tired make a lot of sense. Like you've regrown this, but you're not full speed yet.
Mhm.
What do you think, Jay? Do you
I think I like. Let me take a look at those.
So battered is your dominant hand is injured. I would say your like torso is injured. You can bandage it up and stop the bleeding, but it's of limited use for time being. Any offensive action you make in combat becomes risky. Any tasks that require fine dexterity are out of question. So just like you're just too discomfort, you're in too much discomfort. You can't really move super well. That's the marinara there. Tired is you're weary. You're going to make bad decisions and snap at your friends. You cannot gain extra dice from skills.
Too tired. I think that's more interesting.
Cool. Let's do tired. This healing process just completely drains you, just fucks you up. It's the wound doesn't heal pretty. You have a nasty scar, but the organs that were damaged, the muscles, the nerves, the bones, all that stuff regrows. And Dr. Doug pats himself on the back. Another fine experiment is a success.
Experiment?
Well, I can't practice this in the hospital. I figured, Dr. Doug figured, it's an opportunity. Your friend is healed, and this and this chemical equation worked just great.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's an experiment, then I assume that given the fact that this might not have worked you'll be giving us a discount then.
Do you have insurance?
I don't know what that is.
Who would even? I can't imagine an insurance company could function in the heart.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah. No, not. I mean, not. No discount. I mean, this is
Right,
this.
right.
Your friend was dying, and you
Right, awesome.
and your friend is no longer dying.
Well, give me a second to talk with the penitent and Odessa to figure out what we're gonna do for your payment. And I'm going.
What does Pluvici think of this horrible doctor man as like
Oh, right,
Pluvici
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 and
and Niali enter as like the syringe is being like stuck into the penitent incarnadine, and they see the muscles regrow. No, I don't think personally or anything. I think that Niali as a like religious healer probably doesn't care for the medical establishment too much. But there's no like active hostility or any real regard there. Mm, yes, that wound does not look very very well healed or anything. Um, I suppose I'm going to stay back and let this doctor finish his work, though. Echo stress or echo fallout? Uh, yeah, sure.
oh, actually, while we're talking about fallouts, Tori, am I still technically in trouble with that mayor?
Oh no, you can clear that. You
Uh,
completed the connection, and that was that's fine.
baller. Do I still have the? I assume I still have the ravening call as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
the
just
sword.
that doesn't go away.
Excellent.
We have to get that
Without
sword back if we're gonna go. If that's gonna go away. I have to imagine.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah, that is part of the sword. Well, I mean, that actually means I have 2 fallouts from that sword. Because I also, having lost the sword itself, is also a fallout.
But that's
Uh,
one and done, right? It goes missing. Like it's
I
not
guess yeah, it
ongoing.
is actually an immediate one. I guess I didn't. I oh right, I wrote that down to remind me I want to find it.
Yeah.
But actually, that does mean that I need to take my protection down a tab because. Oh no. It should be 4. I have 1 from my coat, from my sergeant's coat, and 3 from ongoing fallouts.
so to answer your question, M. Thank you, Harley. That I'm glad you're keeping track of all that because I'm not. M. So mechanically
uh,
speaking, you have to spend a
uh,
resource to heal stress. Don't necessarily know if I want to give that to you for free. A D4. You have that black candle.
One stress is probably not worth.
Yeah.
I mean, the penitent incarnate could try casting a spell. I do want to. The penitent incarnate has 2 fallouts I would like to remove if possible.
Sure thing.
I would like
Yeah.
to remove tired, and I also have been having half rations for a while.
can't you remove half rations just by spending some supply stress?
Another party member can remove this.
Oh, Yeah, no,
I'll let
hold on. No, I'll do that actually. I'll eat some supply stress and fix
Okay.
your I'm actually gonna call it fortune stress though, because I'm fucking silt and I can just be lucky
Yeah,
about shit.
it's bad luck. Yeah.
So
Alright.
that's
So I've also used my eye for the strange to make the harpy heart have the technology domain.
So,
It's like an artificial harpy heart, maybe.
no
yeah.
fallout.
Okay. Cool.
Which it's like
Banging.
who was doing weird, like, I mean, weird technology shows up in the heart all the time, so it's like it's a synthetic harpy heart.
Yeah. Which is actually honestly perfect for this doctor.
Freak.
Right,
This
right.
absolute fucking
So
freak of a doctor.
real quick, before we pay this guy, Odessa. This is one of
Mhm.
those like weird witch houses that like eat stuff, right?
Y- yes. Do you?
That was out of character, by the way. That
Well, wait, hold on. What did you say, Jay?
cackling I just did was out of character.
Right, right. Okay, okay. Cool. Just wanted to make sure. And
I'm so excited.
if the house eats something, that helps you, right? In some way.
Yes.
Oh
Why?
man, this is so I fucking love this game, dog.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, Pluvici, who's your good to see you also found some help because the doctor did what he could, but we've still got a little bit of bodily stress happening over here with the penitent. Doc, I take the fucking weird clockwork harpy heart. I've got your payment right here. Step with me over here for a moment, Doc.
So wait. Okay. Out of character. What the fuck are you trying to do? Are you trying to get the house to eat this motherfucker?
No. I'm doing this in this exact way to satisfy the penitent and Carnadine because I know I know that the penitent isn't going to want to leave a debt unpaid, and I recognize and accept that about them and their religion. So what I do is I put the heart in the doctor's hand. He has now been paid, and then I
Yes.
press my repeater against his ribs and kill him.
What the
And let the
fuck?
house eat his corpse. And then I take my heart, back. No, we went into a different room.
This only has one room.
It's a whole house.
No,
To
it's
be
not.
fair, the
It's
penitent
in
and
the.
Carnadine is so exhausted, can't fucking process
No,
anything
this
going on
is
right now.
it is no larger than a small shop or study. It is like there is like a closet that you could like.
I don't think there's any compromises you need to make, Harley. This fucking rules.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, look, I don't care. This is fucking metal as hell. Like I'm good with it, but I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And then the house eats his fucking corpse.
What the fuck are you doing? You don't kill people in my fucking house. Get the fuck out of here, Silt. What the fuck is wrong with you? As like his body starts to like melt into uh the floor.
Uh I mean, I feel pretty justified from my point of view. He just used an experimental chemical on my friend that he didn't know would help and had just as much a chance of doing harm. Uh, and people who play with the lives of the people I care about are not people that I want out and about. You know, like, sure, he didn't kill anyone today, but tomorrow's chemical might just fucking turn someone into a gelatinous goo.
I think I'm gonna need a compel roll to like calm your bond down here because this you just shooting a doctor point blank in her house is a problem to Odessa. She doesn't necessarily have a problem that you fed this motherfucker to her house. She has a problem that you shot him in her house. It's an important distinction.
You know what? That's fair. Um,
You could have. I have to
Well,
clean.
To be fair, outside is literally the middle of the street.
I mean, do you have to clean it because it looks like the house is getting rid of it?
Get rid of the body, but not like the blood that you got all over my books.
The penitent incarnadine will do any cleaning that needs to be done.
There's already enough blood from the penitent.
Well, that's a 9 on my compel Haven roll.
I'm just so delighted as a player from all of this horse shit. That's just a skill that Silt has.
Yeah, I have Haven
Silt
domain.
knows how to talk and do things in a haven, and so
Yeah.
this is a haven, so that knowledge matters.
Okay.
This is not the first time Silt has performed a summary execution inside a city. And
Cool.
it will not be the last. And it
Normal
will-
person. Great. Good to know.
I think Odessa takes a quick breath inward and just says, "Okay, look, just clean up your fucking mess."
Oh yeah,
And-
absolutely. I'm sorry it
and-
got on your books. I should have had it. I should have probably just used my knife.
Or put a tarp up.
Or put a tarp
should-
down.
Thank you, Pluvici. You should
No,
have
you're
people in here. I put a tarp down.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I apologize for disrespecting your space, Odessa.
The alley is just sort of like steepling her fingers, like, what the fuck is going on?
What's going on is a pair of adults having a conversation that reached, I hope, a satisfying conclusion for the both of us about the conflict I accidentally started. This
Yes.
was on me, and I will make sure it gets cleaned up.
Yes. Thank you.
Benedict, if you don't sit the fuck down, stop.
house
Stop.
is
Do not
purring.
climb on top of that to get to the blood on the ceiling. I'll get it.
The house is purring right now, very real happy. That staccato kind of intermittent asynchronous heartbeat is turned into a purr. Okay, everything's fine. All right, well,
Oh, and then to make double sure, just want to double check. I do get the heart back before the fucking house eats his body. I put it in his hand and then killed him and took it out of his hand.
I would like
I think
endure
trying to
roll.
get around the game mechanic, I think here this might be worth a roll.
Yeah, I think that this is a danger. You are going against the heart and
Okay.
Incarni in a way.
Okay.
So I would like an endure roll. Risky.
Right. Cool. So I also don't have endure. So this is just another flat haven roll.
Mm-hmm.
That
10 and 2. That's a bummer. Okay.
Consequences have arrived for Silt.
All right. I want you to take a D6 echo stress.
Yo.
I suppose you could turn into a fortune if you want.
I can't because we're in the same situation technically.
Okay, well, yeah, take 5 echo stress.
Yeah, I can only do that. I can only do that once per scene, and the scene has not actually changed.
I see.
All right. So Fallout.
Oof.
Give me that major echo Fallout. Woo!
Well, I hope that D10 resource was worth it.
I mean, I lost the resource. I failed.
Oh, that's true.
So
you
no,
try to pick it up, and
wasn't.
it just. Let's see. Echo.
Do I have anything I can do about a? Yeah, I can't change my fallouts around at all, so that's okay. I've lived with so many fallouts on my sheet this whole time. Honestly, I didn't even know you could get rid of fallouts. I just thought they stacked up until you decided your character was dead.
I mean, you could just track them for posterity.
I mean, they are also all like actively affecting me. I have many on. I have 3 ongoing fallouts right now.
I see.
One of my items is broken. Uh, uh, my sword. But that's not actually an ongoing fallout. That was an immediate fallout, but not technically ongoing. There is a nightmare beast stalking me and the penitent incarnadine. Uh, and also I have extra sensitive skin right now. So anytime I take blood stress, I take a D4 more blood stress.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I am gonna go
that's
off
critical.
on a slight limb here.
Okay.
Silt, as you clutch this harpy heart in your hand, the you are trying to get one over on, I guess, like a game mechanic, the demon house, the heart itself. So what happens is you kind of feel, yes. Um so you feel a tightness in your chest.
Okay.
Silt. Uh for a long moment, and then then it goes away.
Okay.
In your hand is your heart,
Oh,
Oh, I need that.
and in your chest is the synthetic harpy heart beating,
Okay. Hmm.
but
sick. Heart of a hound. What
But
kind of
n-
resource is that?
but no longer the rhythm you are accustomed to. Ongoing. At the end of every situation, take a D4 of echo stress as your body rejects this harpy heart that is within it.
You know, if we knew a fucked up unethical doctor, we might be able to get this resolved.
Mm, mhm, mhm, mhm.
And
I don't know
You
what I
fucked
asked.
up
What are your
unethical
Christmas
stuff.
tags?
you
Uh,
you may add a D4 resource, Heart of a Hound.
wow. 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 Only worth a
Heart of a cheating hound.
what are my tags for that?
Punk ass bitch.
Man. All right.
No, let
Punk
me pull.
ass
A cult
bitch.
sounds a cult sounds good because of the nature of what caused it to happen, and also like I have a deck of cards that can cheat, and it's an occult.
Yeah, I was gonna say occult. I'm looking up the resource tags.
I mean, it's
Brat-
all the domain tags are resource tags.
yep. Yeah, it's occult, fragile, and niche. Not a lot of
Ooh.
people are going to want to trade for a human heart.
Right. Well, first off, it's a drow heart. Thank
Oh,
you.
drow heart.
Yeah, I've been a drow the whole time.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Is Pluvici also a drow? Pluvici's a high elf.
I literally described Silt as short for a dark elf.
No, you're totally good. I just forgot.
All right. What is the? I'm just gonna go with replaced. Or what's the name of this Fallout? Because this is
Call it foreign heart.
foreign.
At the end of every situation, take D4 echo stress.
Echo major. At the end. Your heart has been placed with a replica. At the end of every situation, take 1d4 echo stress. I assume until I get my heart back.
Or you figure out another way to get a way to integrate this harpy heart into your body somehow.
Right. Okay. Well,
Well,
ongoing. Well, that fucking sucks. Thanks for another basically permanent +1 blood protection.
and you only have to take a D4 echo stress at the end of every fucking scene you're in. Doesn't that suck?
Right, yeah. I mean, I guess, sorry everybody. I'm saving my ability to take fortune stress for myself now. I'm no longer going to be jumping in the way of any bullets for anyone.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, actually, I'll probably still jump in front of bullets because with 5 blood protection, what the fuck's a bullet gonna do to me? But
Excuse me.
Silt's basically invincible against anything short of her own gun.
And apparently Echo. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it would be really unfortunate if Silt encountered a Mind Goblin.
yeah, it's really, really just tragic.
Mind Goblin these nuts.
Hey. Well, on the other healthcare provider dying, and then being slurped up by the floorboards, and then seeing this heart magic, my God, Niali was like, well, does it? No, no, no. Look, I I am no stranger to the esoteric magics of the heart. I Driders are not born, they are made. Does anyone need any other healing? Although I would appreciate not being shot and eaten by the house.
Uh, yeah, I don't
What
plan.
what resources does Puspus like? I don't remember her name. I'm sorry.
Niali.
Niali.
Uh,
Okay. This is
Niali
not
will take occult and religion domain.
uh. So
D6 for minor, D8 for major.
the Penitent Incarnate does have a deck of cards with that are for cheating with the occult tag.
Well, she'll take them.
Cool. Oh my god. The Penitent Incarnate will pay.
What are you getting rid of?
Tired.
Okay. I think she hands you a bottle of like ointment and a bottle of pills. Apply the ointment to the I guess the former wound. Still looks rather gnarly. And take one of these a day for about a week, and you should be fit as a fiddle.
And Carnadine nods and thanks Neoni?
Niali, Niali.
Niali, okay. And thanks, Niali. Um,
Of course, my
I
pleasure.
think with not much fanfare, just did a doctoring thing, appreciates it, paid for the service, nothing to no need to make a big deal out of it. There's no need to shoot her.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I explained my rationale perfectly fine.
Oh, I'm the penitent carnadine. The penitent carnadine is not editorializing. Silt can make her own decisions.
Speaking of
Um,
decisions Silt is making, Tori, real quick. Shut up. Can I spend some time and this resource and my scrap metal resource to fix my broken weapon?
Um, Technically speaking, no. Only NPCs can remove fallouts, I think.
This Fallout specifies until I take the time and resources to
Oh,
repair
okay,
it.
yeah, sure. Yeah, you can take your scrap. Yeah, okay, then sure. Yeah, totally.
Fuck yes.
Silt is for the rest of the day out, I guess. Spending time fixing finding a corner of of the house to fix this weapon.
Yep. I guess that's me leaving a scene. So let me just
D4 of echo stress,
let me just
please.
give you that echo stress real quick. So that's 3 echo stress.
Fallout test.
And then a fallout test. No fallout.
Hooray!
Woo!
All right. Does anyone else want to get any healing from Niali? Otherwise, I guess Pluvici, would you like a scene with her to make a bond? You have strange appetites is your only fallout? No, she can't clear echo. Yes. Hmm. Well,
You don't trust the penitent and carnadine?
I
have
would
never
not
done
mind some
I have
company on
never
the
done
walk
a
back.
single thing to you.
Or Niali,
Well, yeah. So does that happen often? You should consider new friends, if you ask me.
Unfortunately, the penitent and carnadine is they're both really good at killing shit. Which is kind of the issue too, but
Hmm. In areas such as killing people, uh, monster hunters, are you?
yeah, Monster Hunter. Less words. Monster
Monhun.
Monhun. It's like a fucking Tumblr tag. Monhun.
Yeah, exactly. I I could I could tell as much. You don't you're not as twitchy as most people that live here. More of a residential hazard, I guess.
The mesothelioma.
Have you heard of the labyrinth disease? Oh, it's troublesome. It's you start if you haven't noticed, this place is rather a labyrinth itself. Um, if you indulge in its corridors a little too much, spend wander too far, lose track of your goals. Not like overarching goals, but like, I'm going to I'm going to the market. I'm going to the temple. Then you do that too much and you start thinking about mazes, about puzzles, about the corridors themselves. People just get real twitchy. And look right there. See? She kind of nudges your arm and points at this like person that is like drawing a maze on the walls of like a building, and then who gets quickly shooed off, and then the maze is like scrubbed off by the shopkeeper. See, like you start doing odd stuff like that. It's you go deep enough into dust. most most people are really sick with it. They disappear into maze the maze below the city, but people up here generally are just a little twitchy. You leave. You leave the city and you never come back and you never think about mazes ever again. As you can imagine, most people aren't too keen on it. This is in general a pretty nice place to live. It's at least for at least for this at least for this ring. So just you and your friends listen, just take care of yourselves. I can tell you at least have a decent head on your shoulders. Yes, exactly. Oh, people are just too busy with their own lives here. It's just hectic. There's not much extra time for people paying attention to some the priestess of a small temple. Plus, between you and me, I make the best bandages in the city. So, hey, yep. Probably better. That first aid kit is just being made by like a mundane, not a mundane, like but by just like a spider, like just like a tarantula sized spider kind of thing. Her Niali's bandages are maybe more practiced, I guess, or more. There's more intention behind them. Like I think that your spider just kind of like restocks, whereas she will like make custom orders, bespoke bandages. Like, yeah, that is so cute. Where did you get that? Castletown. I don't know what Castletown is, but I mean that's a beautiful piece of it's a beautiful spider and a beautiful piece of leatherwork, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that's a good attitude to have. And one doesn't want to need to use a first aid kit, but it pays to be prepared. Hmm. Absolutely. Well, I do appreciate the walk. Would you care to come in? I have a residence above, and well, it's late enough in the day. I think I can lock up. I would love to compare notes on what is the word for study of insects?
Entomology.
Entomo- I would love
Entomology.
to compare entomologic uh, uh,
Good enough.
entomological
I think
notes
it
with
should be in character that she's flubbing that
yeah.
because I think that's
Oh,
really cute.
yeah. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. Would you like to come upstairs with me? She like cups your chin because she's much taller than you because she's a fucking drider. Maybe we'll
Oh yeah.
need to use your first aid kit.
Oh, oh,
Damn.
Luigi's first
First we
ah
got first we got Odessa asking Silt to be a little more of an animal, and this fucking Drider wants to bust out the first aid kit on the first date. The fucking tier 2 of the heart's got some freaky deaky motherfuckers in it. Y'all are some wild shit.
you're fucking with a witch that shares a body with a god of, with a god of radiation and a half spider lady. Y'all are the ones seeking intimacy with freaks.
hey,
When in Rome,
it's cool. It's cool stuff.
I think does Pluvici just like laugh like a fucking dork?
Pluvici just like blushing down to her fucking chest. She's like, yeah, please?
And she takes critical fallout. She was a Black Widow spider, motherfucker. Get wrecked. No, no, I'm I am, I am kidding. I am kidding. Um, um, Jesus Christ. Well, I only did the heavy flirting, because, uh, because of the interaction earlier working in your favor. That critical success. Yeah, well, you got a bond. Your spider GF.
Fucking
Or
Pluvici walks into the scene. Got to watch out. Got Miss Steelio Kill and Joe Girl.
mhm, mhm. Um, you I am nothing if not a benevolent GM.
Already got the girl. No one. You don't gotta. No one's gonna steal her from. No one's.
Well, yep. You're trying to clear some blood stress? Mhm, mhm. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Mhm. Roll me a D6, and that's how much blood stress your, romantic gesture. We love to see it. Alright.
Yeah. Fucking can't believe I'm
I would hope
Luigi
so. Not.
smoking
up
a
this.
cigarette in a balcony. Ah. Oh, yeah. Has, some bandages on her. And some souvenirs for the road. Yeah, yeah. Spider bites, there's a spider poison, it, liquefies the inside. You're gonna wanna replace those. I'm gross. Um, Penitent Incarnadine, you haven't
Hello.
had too many scenes. I would like to wrap
That's
up
okay.
soon-ish, but I would like to give you the opportunity to witness firsthand the tragic extent of your failings.
Sure. Um, so I guess what's the plan out of character? This is for the players of what. So did Niali give you like a little quest, like a thing to explore? Are we wanting to just get out of here as soon as possible? Try to get back to Heartfire
Question,
Forge?
yeah. Well, well, it was if you get the labyrinth curse, the only thing that you can do is to get the fuck out. Or okay, I'm gonna post something in the chat just for you know everyone's sake of knowing what's at stake here, because there are other things to do in this haven if you want to do them. This is just always at risk. I'm posting it in Bart the Hitty Cine. So it is by simply being in an area like this that is labyrinthine in nature, you are possibly you could possibly be afflicted with the labyrinth curse. You are compelled to build mazes around things or people that you view as valuable. At the end of every session that you don't build at least a little bit of maze, mark D4 stress to mind. What's up?
Hello.
What?
No, I'm spinning a fidget spinner. Well, that's that's
That's
what
really
Diali
funny.
sounds like in bed. Uh-huh. No. um, yeah. But yeah, so just what's at stake of uh doing like spending too much time in the city. And it's only, as I said, it's not if you're keeping a clear head and a goal, but if you get lost, if you if you explore too deep, the chance of me giving you this fallout when you get fallout goes high, goes up and up and up. It is just something to keep in mind while doing things in here. But if you stay on, like, if you stay in the, like, main, like, the main shopping area is the place where most people live, you're probably okay. Just don't go too deep into the city.
Hmm.
Shoot. Yes. Yeah. Like, yep. Yeah, no, there are multiple exits. It is a giant factory. There is an area, like, where you would, I guess, expect, like, employees to enter and exit, where, like, shipping and receipt, like, there's like a train, there's even a train station to get out of here. If you wanted to take a train out of here, like, you can leave. There's nothing is keeping you guys here. Just as a landmark, as a haven, being here is not necessarily safe. This is tier 2. You are at much higher risk of dealing with bad shit at all times on tier 2. It's just part of being in a more dangerous area. The heart be like that, y'all.
Nodding. So the Penitent Incarnadine would like to try and add this. So let me see. I need to look at network. Because I would like to add this to my network.
That is going to be a tall task in
Yeah,
Dust.
when in a landmark with the Haven domain, roll Mend plus Religion to cast this spell as you build a shrine to Incarnate. On a success, you add the landmark to your trade network. When you enter a haven that you have added to your trade network, gain a D4 haven resource. Increase the die size by this resource for every additional haven in the network after a first to a maximum of 10. D10. Yeah,
You going to try to do that?
I would like to try and do that.
That is going to be a risky roll in Dust because of things that we have not seen narratively that we
Right.
might see because of this.
And I think this looks like the Penitent Incarnadine kind of. This is risky. I think the Penitent Incarnadine would ask of the people, Silt, Flavici, Odessa, do any of you have business in Dust that needs to be undertaken?
Absolutely not.
Nope. I do not want to be here either.
The Penitent Incarnadine silently curses because the plan was accompany someone that has a goal.
Oh, I have a goal. I have a goal, Penitent. It's to not fucking be on level 2 of this godforsaken nightmare.
Long enough for the Penitent Incarnadine to establish this as part of the network is the thing. And the reason having a goal is so that we to reduce the Penitent Incarnadine doesn't want to try and explore and investigate this place necessarily. Although this is maybe a goal good enough for that. What do you think, Tori, to kind of fight back the
Labyrinth curse?
Yeah.
If
because the
you are
goal is ultimately constructing this, adding it to the network.
if you are seeking support or resources to build a shrine to Incarnate, then yeah, that is good enough as long as you are not sent to, like, the bowels.
I think what it looks like then is this role, this Mend plus Religion, is canvassing the place, looking around, seeing the nature of things and that sort of stuff.
Right.
So I think that's all kind of taken into
Yeah.
this role.
You're like are you talking to people? Are you looking for like officials, like,
I
like
think,
government
yeah,
officials? Or
all sorts of things. The penitent incarnate wants to get a sense of um what's going on in this place.
sure,
Oh.
yeah. All right, let's roll it. Let's see how
I
it
do-
goes.
Tori, while Jay's rolling that, I do also just want to say, one of my beats was to help an important or influential figure in a haven, and I helped the penitent incarnadine, and they're important to me. So does that count?
I think I would need to be important to this haven.
No. It just says in a haven. We're in a haven. I helped. You're important.
But I think it's an important NPC or an important character in a haven. I don't think it's I think the intent is the character you help is important to the haven.
Okay, but that's not what it says.
I'm interpreting it
It
as
does say
I'm,
that.
I'm interpreting it as you need to help somebody important from the haven.
Okay, counter. I killed that crazy doctor who was gonna kill someone else eventually. That helped. That helped the hospital.
Yeah, I don't think
Technically-
that counts either.
Technically,
Harley.
he worked
I
for
wanna
me
be
because I did declare. I did like put the hospital under martial law, and then they gave him to me. So he was technically my doctor. Anyways. What?
No, but Harley, I appreciate your hustle. I don't think those count. I'm sorry
Alright.
about the minor beats. If,
No, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, I probably could have not killed Dr. Doug and then helped him with something and then got my beat, but I don't like. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, I
I mean,
have
I'm
no.
not. I'm not sorry. Doug had to go. Doug
Yeah, I have
had-
no problems with what happened to Dr. Doug. Dr. Doug was not necessarily a important NPC. Real tentpole of the series, Dr. Doug was. Real,
Load bearing NPC, Dr. Doug.
Load
yeah.
bear. Name one
However,
time.
however
in
will
one-
we go on? The plot line, the plot threads we are weaving were
Wow, we
And-
all
and-
got this message in our head. It's like when you kill an important NPC in Oblivion. It's like threads of fate have changed. Go back now or play in a broken world.
yeah, like
Name one time Paul Rudd has played a linchpin character for me.
Ant-Man. He was Ant-Man.
Yeah, but was he a linchpin for the whole MCU?
No,
He was the main
He-
character of a movie he was in.
he was
What
also
the fuck are you
okay,
talking about?
he's also the guy that was able to give them quantum.
He went up Thanos' ass and exploded.
He did the quantum time travel stuff that allowed them to get the Infinity Stones back. Harley.
Yeah. Well, clearly Tori actually watched the movies because the rest of y'all were talking nonsense. The rest of you. Why is Jay not making this roll? Why is Jay?
That's a good question. I'm very distracted.
Yeah, because we're
Okay, so this is
because we're
risky.
bullshitting. Risky. Whatever. Mend plus occult. Whatever the
Okay.
rules are.
Now, making a connection is only. I kind of want to clarify what it means to make a connection. This is not. Adding it to my trade network does not make a connection between.
No.
Landmarks.
No, y'all, a goal of yours could be to, well, okay, so that's a thing, right? A goal of yours could be a way to establish a connection between this and Heartfire Forge. That's how you could get out of this place, or you could just fucking leave and go to the rest of tier 2.
Yeah.
The second ring.
I like
So
the
you have
idea of
options.
So okay, so adding this to the network might facilitate that, and that will be good to make that like a place of like a hub.
Yeah, I think like
Okay.
yeah, the first step in creating a permanent
Oh, not Heartfire
doorway,
Forge. It would be
the red market or whatever.
no. Castletown, because
Right.
Heartfire Forge is not in my network.
No. Yeah.
Although maybe if this is part of the network, it makes it easier to make a connection to Heartfire Forge.
Yeah, I think like the first step in making a like portal new train line, however you want to go about this, like be creative.
Mhm.
is to establish roots here. And Odessa has a root with the house. If you successfully make a shrine to Incarnate, that's a root. That is something that the heart can grasp onto and make a road between this and Castletown or Heartfire Forge or anywhere else you have a root.
So there's no mention of how many times I can attempt this if it goes wrong, but I just think that the roll just might get more dangerous.
yeah, I think it would get more dangerous. You'd have to do like a side quest to try again or something like that. Like yeah, let's
Okay,
it really
so
depends.
mend religion. I don't have mastery in this situation. I don't think anyone is assisting the penitent Incarnadine. Um, yeah, getting puss.
But yes.
Would Silt like to assist and also get roped into the consequences here?
Yeah, Silt loves getting roped into fucking consequences.
I also like the idea of Silt maybe
also,
offering to protect, because Silt kind of already knows that the Incarnadines are persona non grata down here.
yeah, also, like, one, you're whatever the fuck that means, down here. Two, you just got eviscerated. Silt is not letting you out of her sight until she's absolutely positive you aren't about to go thermonuclear.
Works for me. Okay, so that's 3 dice. Silt is now involved in whatever is going on here.
All right,
Um,
3 dice minus the highest. Let's do it. 8.
8.
Success, no stress.
4 dice, I
Okay.
guess, because of mend religion, and because we always get 1. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think we can kind of narrate this together a little bit. So, you start but I'll set
Hi,
the
Chrissy.
stage. You start asking around, trying
Sorry.
to
I lost it at Chrissy just fucking interrupting at like the
screaming.
worst possible moment. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
No, it's
so you-
fine. It's just fucking not for me personally, just timing. It was just fucking great.
yeah. Who do you think you go to first? Like, what kind of what do you do first?
I don't think the penitent Incarnadine seeks anyone out necessarily. More so wants to just get an idea of what's the infrastructure down here. Maybe looking for other like other Incarnadines down here, because I don't think the penitent knows of the situation down here.
No.
Um,
So I think as you're walking around, you're getting a lot of dirty looks.
that's fucking
Uh,
fine. What
they see
what
your
they're gonna do about it?
threats. They
Mhm.
see your mask. They see you're a priest of Incarnate, and you're getting the stink eye. Now, I'm not saying you care about that, but
Right. It is
that
happening.
it is what is happening. It is distinct. It is noticeable. It's not just a few people, it's most people. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people just walk past you and don't regard you. But just as many are express an active hostility towards you. Nobody like punches you out. Nobody attacks you.
Yeah, they would fucking regret it. Not just because Silt's here.
Yeah, but like yeah, you get the penitent incarnate gets the distinct vibe that the penitent incarnate is not welcome here. That in fact probably incarnadines aren't. But you did successfully do this. I want to see more. I want to see you interact with another incarnadine. Are you interested in that?
Well, it's interesting because I'm curious what that is going to look like down here, because they're all fucking pariahs.
Yeah. So maybe that was not the right time. But
I would be
think
surprised if there were other Incarnadines down here.
you wouldn't be, or you would.
Here, I would be surprised.
I think that you maybe stumble, find your way to a derelict past shrine of Incarnate. Not like in Castletown where it was just like attacked and vandalized. This has been neglected.
Abandoned.
has been abandoned, neglected, graffitied, destroyed.
Actively worn down.
Yeah, like destroyed.
Are there like would anyone have like I have an idea if they're really that unwelcome down here, would there be like remains of like exploded incarnadines down here? Like
I think why don't you do you look why don't you like dig amongst the rubble or something? Like it's maybe do like a discern and see if you can find one yourself. Like maybe, right? But let's
do you think that role is important? Like do you think the risk is important in that role, or do you think it's more interesting just to have that happen? Like I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
probably more interesting to just have it happen. I think you see like shreds of incarnate robes in the rubble, in the like, you know, it's not. It's. What I'm imagining is like almost half a like, not like a payday loan office or anything, but like half like a bureaucratic kind of place, half temple. Not necessarily just like a statue and like an awning.
Mhm.
Like I'm thinking it's like a building proper. But yeah, you distinctly notice like some bloody uh shreds of robes in the building.
I think what makes this so heavy for the penitent incarnadine is less the loss of life, because the penitent incarnadine is aware that the sect is not universally beloved, but also the sect is feared many times, and so for people to act in this way, I think it's clear that what this is ultimately, which I think is more in a way emotionally resonant to the incarnadine, is it is a sign of just how deep their debt runs to Incarnate.
Yeah. And we haven't established what actually like what the penitent incarnadine like did yet.
Right.
I'm not sure I don't think this is the moment to do so. I think what's valuable in this scene is the emotional resonance of the penitent incarnadine, like seeing this. We don't see it on its face or anything, but like a somber like opening, like, you know, just like an emotional like reflective action of like picking up some pieces is what I think is what's narratively
I
impactful
think
for it today.
I kind of love the vision of like kind of finding this place, and then maybe there's like an alley, like a deep alley that like was once like a heavy trading network, and like you can just see tons of like maybe dozens of like where clearly an incarnadine was killed, and it maybe killed lots of people besides the incarnadines.
Yeah, well, maybe not just like the priests, but like the people who are like, you know, couriers,
Yeah,
bookkeepers, like
that
people
like people
affiliated
that
but not necessarily priests.
yeah, exactly, people that were willing to work with the incarnadines too.
Yeah. And
Maybe there
just
was a market crash because of what the penitent incarnadine did, and the incarnadines were the ones that took the brunt of the blame, and it led to a maybe oh, what if it's that crash is what led to the labyrinthine curse starting to happen, because like lots of unemployment,
no, I love that is
and so
awesome.
people just
That's
had like
great.
people just got aimless because they didn't know what to do with their life, because there was a lot of like economic stress, and then the labyrinthine curse starts taking hold.
I I really like that. That's perfect. That's perfect. I think like yeah, I think we get this in like not necessarily flashbacks, but like little vignettes of like, you know, uh unemployment lines, aimless wanderers, people
I think
building.
maybe Incarnate shows visions to the penitent Incarnadine of these failures, like what happened, and like not only has a lot of Incarnate servants been lost, but like the economic stability of this place was destroyed, and that's like just one of many of the chain effects of the Penitent and Cardinines very selfish or presumptuous actions.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love the little visions. Like we get like this not quite like the like the incarnate is speaking to you noise, not quite a voice, but like in like the audio design, every time incarnate is like influencing something or with the penitent, it's like this like little audio cue pops up, and then we get like these flashbacks, these like visions. um
I think the ultimate tone of all of this too is Incarnate, I think, is particularly cruel about it.
like it's like, look what you did, kind
Yeah,
of
basically.
like look like
Like
look at
there
the
is a
loss
big
of
element
life,
of
look at
shame
the
and
yeah.
just like you need to understand, like this is just the surface, this is scratching the surface of how you have failed and how you have led to so much um loss.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. And like I think that's a perfect note to end the night on. Not a happy note necessarily, but I think a perfect one is we're gonna get. Um, well, Dust has maybe next week we can talk about what this like shrine looks like. Maybe just like a little section of that alley is cleared up. Maybe you find someone to. I mean, I don't even necessarily know if we need to like narrate this, right? Like it's just,
No.
we can come back to what it looks like later if we need to. But
Yeah, I think what it looks like less is more, it's less about what is new here and more about make it about
what
paying your debts.
yeah, yeah, no, exactly. I think that makes sense. That makes sense. I love it. I love it. Cool. Well, that's that second
Yep.
minor
I'll,
beat.
I'll look at that, and then I think we're going to start looking at some. This is, I think, going to upgrade the rest of network.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
We'll see.
Silt, do not worry. I will make sure you have the chance to get those beats filled next week. I meant if y'all are gonna do anything, actually, real quick housekeeping note before we hop off because I'm gonna like fall asleep soon. Uh, are y'all before next Sunday? I would like if y'all could decide whether or not you're gonna like stick around Dust and do some like stuff in the city, or if you're just gonna hit the road and either tr- uh either to the rest of the second ring or try to or immediately try to start getting back to the first ring.
I think what the Penitent Incarnati wants to do is get to the Heartfire Forge, add it to the network, and then that's go from there. Maybe we venture down to the second ring. Maybe we make a connection. I also getting to Plex would be nice.
Yeah, I
Making
think
connections to the Red Market.
Plex is
What's that?
definitely in the horizon. I think that
It's
that
a matter of when, not if.
yeah. Yes, yeah.
I almost imagine it would be easier to get from Dust to Plex
Maybe.
than it
But
would be to
I
get from
really
Dust
want
to
to
the
actually get
Hardfire
to the
Forge.
Heartfire Forge is the thing as a player. And also, just the more I add to the trade network, the more powerful it becomes.
Yeah, the more
Um,
support you can offer the group with it.
Silt's, as always, Silt's primary driving goal is to keep her idiots alive, and as long as she's got this stupid fucking badge, she's gonna do everything in her power to make this place better for everybody. Even
Mhm.
if necessarily what she thinks is better doesn't line up with everyone else. Hence, mad scientist doctor eating a fucking 45 to the ribs, getting fed to a monster house.
Yeah, word.
Okay.
At least,
Uh,
and that might be leaving dust too.
Yeah, like figuring out where to go next.
So the nice thing is
Uh,
that if we want to make a connection to the Heartfire Forge or to the Red Market or to Plex or to Castletown or wherever, we're gonna roll with Mastery
Yeah, that's
because this is part of the trade network.
Yeah.
So like that's a big reason I want expanding the trade network is so important because it makes making connections between places, it makes making those big important things happen we're much more effective at it.
very cool.
Uh-oh.
Right. Uh-oh.
what happened?
Oh no, Raft, you're good.
Okay. Well, unless anyone has any questions for me, I'm gonna hop off. I'm very tired.
Well, before we go, we didn't do beats at the beginning, so we should do
Oh.
beats real fast.
Oh, sure.
My beats
If
are
you have any beats left over.
Yeah, my beats are help an important or influential figure in a haven and slay a beast that drops a resource of D10 or higher. They are both minor beats. I'm hoping to knock them out at the same time.
Yeah, we'll I'll make sure that I'll prep something for that next week. I feel real bad.
No,
I
I got a major beat done last time. You don't have to.
That's fair.
I think one of my new beats is going to be a major beat, establish a continual connection between two landmarks on different tiers that are important to your order.
Ooh.
I think dust is certainly important. Maybe not important for a good reason, but important is important.
Can you
Yeah, so
read
making
that?
this connection to level 1 is going to be very important.
Yeah.
What's
Did
that?
it say you had to make it in level order?
No, it just said two landmarks on different tiers that are important to the penitent order.
Oh,
Because
to
these
the
are
penitent order.
because
Okay.
these are beats are for my penitent
Right. Right.
origin or whatever.
Gotcha.
My beats have nothing to do with being an Incarnadine.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My beats have nothing to do with being a hound. They're just about being an adventurer. Reluctant as she is.
And then maybe bring bodily harm to those who stand against your order could be interesting because especially if we're trying to make a connection, that's going to be easy to fulfill, and
Yeah.
maybe the Cult of Knives is getting involved, or others.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that little cards on the table. I'm kind of slating the Cult of Knives as like big bads, not like necessarily like I don't think there's going to be a big bad in the sense of like one final boss or anything in this game, but like the Cult of Knives is a like
A
is
problem.
one of the rogues gallery.
Yeah,
Yes.
I expect to maybe run into them on occasion.
Yeah.
So
Yes. That is not a one-time threat.
I
Yeah.
hope we run into them.
Yeah, maybe setting that as an option or something else. But or it could be people that are not even enemies. It's just people that stand against like if people are opposed to the connection to Heartfire Forge.
Yeah. No, exactly. That makes sense. Pluvici, beats. Um, I I don't know if it's gonna work here, is the thing.
Not unless that fallout is mind blowing sex.
No, critical fallout. You leave town and immediately the next time we step into a town, a courier shows up with a letter. She's pregnant. You got some bee spider babies on the way. Who knows how that happened? Who knows?
Pluvici's
That's the
sis?
heart for you, baby.
Fucked up.
Yeah, we're in a world of infinite transformative power. It's not your kid, it's the bee's kid.
Infinite transgender power. I think Pluvici with all the bees is definitely not cis, let alone elf.
Damn, that's the bee's crazy.
All right, we're giving you an ovipositor. Let's go.
I
Oh.
don't want that.
But
Yeah,
that
that's a
would
bit-
also explain
that's a
how
zenith- that's a zenith
Neoli's
ability,
fucking
dude.
pregnant.
That's a zenith ability. You end the place. Your character has to retire to fuck heaven.
Dun dun.
Oh yeah, Actually, this raises an important question. What if the Drider transformation happens with different, like, what if you are a dude, but the spider half was not a dude?
Yeah, that's between you and Arachne / Lalt / I don't know.
Well, shit, I don't want it to be between me and Lulth. If it's between me and Lulth, then it's just going to be whichever one's worse for me.
Oh yeah, Tori. Just as a reminder, maybe add this to your like a sticky note. This is a fallout that the penitent Carnine can suffer as part of the network ability. You or any other Carnine may
Oh,
now
interesting.
call a blow. That's fun.
I like that. Cool. Good to know. Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to keep in mind with all these like special fallouts because I think the Labyrinth Curse is not necessarily tied to like dust itself. It's any place that is like maze-like is
I think Dust did not have it before.
yeah, no,
I love
like
that. I'm like so
the
hyped.
like
I
the
feel
depression that's set over the city, it like manifested as the labyrinth, like it like yeah, the heart twisted people into this curse by their own depressive malaise, just wandering the corridors, yeah, blah blah blah. I love it, all right, see y'all next week, yeah, later, thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing, everybody. I'm deciding on what minor ability I'm going to take.
Ooh, yeah, post in the chat please. Later.
Bye. Oh, as a reminder for you two, in case I